Hi, and welcome back to Natural Mystic Tarot. Today I want to discuss something that has been on my mind for a while, and I've sort of tossed back and forth whether to discuss it. But this affects spirituality across the board. I'm seeing lightworkers, empaths, starseeds, uh, indigos, every label you can think of. It doesn't really matter, we're all one anyway, but I'm seeing this affect so many people. And it's confusing because it kind of contradicts a part of spirituality that is very firm and I believe in with so much conviction. So let's get to the point. What I'm talking about is the emotional mirror. And the reason it's contradicting is because when you get to a certain point in your path, you no longer are projecting yourself out onto other people or ciphering their energy back into you. You become quite whole in a very holistic way. And at that point, you start holding up a mirror. And this mirror, it sends back a reflection of the people you're around or that are seeing you. It doesn't have to even be in person, this can be online. And depending where they're at, is what they're going to see. And because this mirror is invisible, they're going to think that it's coming from you. But what they're really seeing is themselves. Now, it contradicts a lot because there is a path in spirituality that says if you see a behavior that is yours at an unconscious level to fix. This is not always the case, and you really have to use a lot of discernment and be checking yourself. You'll know. How will you know? How will I explain this? You'll know because the behavior you're seeing is repeated. It's not something you're doing to other people. And it's kind of from left field. And it'll come from people that you don't even know. Most of the time it'll come from people you don't even know. And you're confused. You're confused a lot by other people's behavior. That's a great indicator that you're holding up an emotional mirror. This term, the emotional mirror, is usually coined specifically with Hyoka empath. It borderlines on being culturally a cultural appropriation, but it's not just specific. The mirror is not just specific to the empath. It's specific to people who are here to raise the vibration of Earth, and we're triggering people so they can come out of that space. However, when you get to the point when you're holding a mirror, you almost feel like you're being attacked all the time. The good news is, once you're at that place, it doesn't really shift your vibration too much. You may have a day or a moment where you're like, wow, this is really overwhelming, I can't take it. But generally you bounce back really quickly. You've done the work to make sure you get there. The reason I'm making this video is because about 2 months ago, I shifted, I expanded, my awareness moved even wider. So what went from the odd, weird incident here or there is becoming now a weekly thing. I'm checking and double checking. I'm making sure I've got a great tribe of people around me, and that's the great thing about holding up a mirror, is that people, you'll know the quality of someone because they'll see that in you. So anytime my beautiful tribe says to me, you know, any kind of lovely compliment, I usually answer, and it's the wholehearted truth. What you see in me is a reflection of you. And I mean that so literally. So when that happens, I think, wow, what a beautiful person. And as I shifted and these weird things started happening, even more tribe members came in. And I'm so blessed. I really am so blessed. And they're just turning up out of nowhere. So these are the people I go to check that, because I'm responsible for my energy, and I go to them to find out that I'm not deliberately triggering someone. And so far, so good. So these situations have come up weekly over, and today was today was another day like that. I posted a video to YouTube. It was just a simple horoscope star sign reading, and within 2 hours of it being posted, I had nearly 20 something messages on the video from one person who sat from start to finish or watched the whole video, and just everything I said made them so angry. Granted, it didn't resonate, and not everyone's going to resonate with me or my readings, and that's perfectly understandable. What I am addressing here is the level of anger she had, and the language. But, and this is how you know as well, this is a great indicator as well, that it's a mirror and not something that needs to be healed in you, is you can actually see, your seer skills open up, and you're able to actually see the pain coming at you rather than the angry attack. You don't have to allow the behavior, you don't have to let your boundaries down and let people walk all over you, but you can see the mask strips away, and you're able to see the person vulnerable and scared and unsure of what they're seeing and why they're seeing it. So you don't react a lot of times, and if you do, it's a very calm reaction. It's a, I feel you, I hear you. Do you think maybe X, Y, Z? Generally, they're still going to keep attacking because that mirror's still there, it's unhealed. So eventually you do have to stop the conversation, you have to protect your energy. But, and as hard as it is to see someone in that much pain, knowing that they've hit that spot, they've found that core spot, and they're able to, once the feeling wears down, they're able to move and heal and shift. That's what you hold on to. Otherwise, and I've found this too, stepping back from someone who's in attack mode, my heart feels heavy at times because I think I don't want to leave them in that space, but I trust divinely in the universe that what they need will be brought to them to help them step forward. I really should have read a script, but it's just something that last minute I wanted to address, because I forgot about the mirror. I was aware that I'm triggering people. Not long ago, I triggered someone just by my face. So I was on Facebook, and they saw my Facebook photo. I wasn't even friends with them. I must have come up in the people they know, and they messaged me. And they felt the need to tell me that my smile, like, I'm not pretty, my smile was ugly, and I look smug. I was like, wow, my face really triggered you. I wasn't too offended. I do have a crooked smile, which can probably look a little smug. My jaw's out of alignment. I don't mean it. I'm just over here existing. And that's what it is. It's that mirror energetically, and that's the way energy works, is that mirror's up in front of you at all times. The good thing about it is that you know that you're helping others. That's all I've got from it, because it can be a little overwhelming at times. It's also a good sign that you've done your work and now you're moving on to another realm. There are times as well when the behavior comes up, and you can see either the old you or a part that you might want to readdress and delve a little deeper into. All in all, it's just another phase. It's just another stage. We chose this. Remind yourself, we chose what we came in with. We're here to learn lessons. And stay beautiful. Keep your vibration up. We are doing the work. We are feeling the shifts. Things are improving. They are, even when they feel like they're in their tower moments, they're falling apart so we can bring them back together. Remind yourself that your vibration is lifting the people around you even when you're not speaking to them. You don't even have to know them. By proxy, you are helping raise people's vibrations, and I thank you all for your work. Remind yourself about the mirror. Don't let it get you down. Love you all lots.